Everyone's heard of the man in the suit, a person sealed inside of a costume with no way out, slowly losing themselves until they become something inhuman. But what if I told you there's someone online that claims to be the real man in the suit? His name is Tommy Raccoon, and over nearly 2 decades he's only uploaded 3 videos, each one repeating the same terrifying message. He built a bear suit around his own body. There are no zippers, no seams, and he can never get out. On his channel, he doubles down on the story in the comments, explaining that the only opening is a tiny zipper around the nose, just big enough to drink a little bit of water. He claims he never got in the suit at all because he built it around himself. That is the only content that he has on his channel, other than his playlist. Don't get me started on his playlist. It's a compilation of other disturbing videos. Men in hyper-realistic dog suits, people in uncanny skin masks, one clip showing a doll-faced, uncanny schoolgirl that it looks like it just came out of Silent Hill F. For years, his Twitter has shared the same kind of material. Animal suits, skin suits, airy masks, always circling the same idea. The human body hiding inside of something inhuman. You know what that means. Furries! This is the story of Tommy Raccoon, the story of the man that might be the real man in the suit. So sit back, relax, get cozy, hit that like button, subscribe as well, and let's get into it. The first video on his channel is called Trapped in a Teddy Bear. It was uploaded 18 years ago. The footage is pixelated. A man in a crude, oversized bear costume fills the frame. He lies there lifeless like he just spawned in, as if the Mr. Bean UFO just beamed him in. If you didn't know any better, you'd think it's just one of those oversized teddy bear pillows, which are very creepy in their own right. Yes, I had one as a child. Yes, it would jump scare me at night. There's nothing cute about it. The man eventually wakes up and starts running his hands all over the suit, clearly looking for a seam or zipper on one of the edges. From head to toe, he desperately searches. It's like he's just woken up to the realization that he's trapped. The strangeness begins immediately. Despite the channel name, Tommy Raccoon, the costume is very clearly a bear. Even though the video is so old, all you can hear in the background is a muffled staticky sound, you do also hear faint, heavy breathing as he fails to find an exit. He eventually slows down with the search and kind of accepts his fate. But this continues for about 7 minutes before the video abruptly just ends. And the man himself, we'd never see his real face, never hear his real name. Only the muffled, desperate voice sounds from inside of the suit. He also leaves this cryptic description, waking up trapped in a one-piece, full-body teddy bear costume with no zipper, struggling and trying to get out of this soft but thick and hot furry prison. Is it a dream or a nightmare? The upload sat mostly unnoticed for years. Just a bizarre, creepy video buried on YouTube, like many others. But it was only the beginning of his claim that he wasn't wearing a costume at all. He was living in it. 1 year later, he blessed us and a second video appeared, just called Teddy Bear this time. The tone in this one was different. It wasn't like the first one where there was a tone of confusion, but this one had demonstration. The caption this time? Still encased in the hot teddy bear suit. The man, still sealed inside of the bear costume, continues to run his hands across the seams, over the arms, the chest, the back, almost daring the viewer to find a zipper, but there isn't one. Personally, I didn't like 2 details about this video in particular. First of all, he keeps coming right up to the camera in this one and staring through the lens with his creepy little black beady eyes, as if he was looking right through the camera and directly at us. And second of all, there's just no audio. Just have to sit there watching it with your loud thoughts. In the comments of these first 2 videos, he actually starts to explain some things. He insists he never got into the suit. Instead, he claims he built it around himself. He was ground zero. Piece by piece, stitched together until there was no way out. And he constantly responds to people saying that they know where the exit is by telling them they're completely wrong. If there was no entrance, there would be no exit. And he mentions one more detail, one that makes the whole thing feel even more disturbing. The only zipper, he says, is at the nose, a tiny opening just large enough for him to slip in a straw for water, just in case you were worried about him overheating. And despite these 2 videos being nearly 20 years old, people are still commenting on them till this day, asking if he's okay or still alive. However, a lot of the comments are mixed in their feelings towards him. Some viewers laugh, some call it a hoax, some even want to buy their own version of the suit off of him. He freaking sold merch before me. No, he didn't actually sell any merch. But many admit the detail unsettles them, because even if it's fake, why would someone go this far? And if it is real, can you imagine what would happen to someone that's sealed in a suit like this for years? Ain't no way, boy. The third and final video came much later. It was uploaded 6 years ago under the title No Zipper Bear Suit. And this video is different. Gone is the calm demonstration of the second video. In its place, panic. This video actually returns with audio, thankfully, and it's the first thing you notice. Before the bear man is even in view of the camera, you hear his heavy breathing. The man is clearly struggling. Honestly, his breathing is anxiety-inducing. It's almost like this video is a combination of all the horror aspects of the previous two videos. It starts with a deep look into the camera to make sure you're still watching, followed by a similar presentation to the viewers that there are no zippers anywhere, exposing all edges and nooks and crannies, while continuing to breathe hot. Then the removal portion starts. It doesn't just look like he's trying to prove that the suit doesn't come off. It looks like he's trying to rip it off. You see the neck of the suit stretch as he yanks the head to rip off. At one point, it looks like he's clawing at the suit as a last-ditch effort to try and desperately get out. And the suit itself looks older now, slightly dirtier, but definitely the same one from 2007. It feels less like a costume and more like something he's grown attached to. As usual, the footage ends abruptly. No resolution, no explanation. Just the sound of heavy breathing and the screen cutting to black. It left viewers with one disturbing impression. Is he actually living in that damn suit? And what unsettled people the most was that damn timeline. His first upload was 18 years ago, then the second one 17 years ago, and then the most latest one 6. That's over a decade later, still him insisting he's inside the same suit. Why return to this story again and again over decades? What would make someone so committed to the idea that they can't escape their own skin? The 3 videos aren't the only strange thing about this channel. Tommy Raccoon has just one playlist, and it's not his own videos. It's a collection of disturbing clips from across YouTube, all with the same theme: people inside realistic, uncanny suits. One video is from a channel called I Want to Be an Animal. The video is called A Human Turns into a Dog. 2 dogs played together. Showed a man pretending to be a dog in a hyper-realistic canine suit, crawling on all 4s. And he's not playing with a dog, despite what the title says. He's playing with another man in a dog suit. What the hell? Another shows something far more unsettling. The channel is called Female Mask Style, with a video called We Have Adopted a Standard Poodle That Has a Person Trapped Inside, which shows a person in a skin-tight schoolgirl costume with a rubbery face frozen in an airy expression, talking about the new poodle they adopted. And you guessed it, it's a man in a suit. Honestly, I can't even comprehend the type of people that would enjoy this content, but for some reason the comments love it. There's people begging for a part 2 of these videos. I don't even want to know about it. Just a deep dark hole of YouTube. Look, the playlist paints a pattern. Tommy Raccoon isn't just obsessed with his own bear costume. He's drawn to others who are enthused by being human-animal hybrid monstrosities, binding their skin to costumes. And his Twitter account tells the same story. For years, he's reposted and shared the same type of content. Fursuits, hyper-realistic animal costumes, uncanny masks, always circling back to the same disturbing idea: hiding your humanity inside of another skin. To his audience, the message is clear. This isn't a joke, it's an obsession. It's a damn lifestyle. If all of this feels familiar, it's because it mirrors one of horror's most unsettling tales: The Man in the Suit. In The Man in the Suit, a person is trapped permanently inside of a costume, the original Godzilla. There are no seams, no way out. The longer he remains inside, the more his humanity erodes, until eventually he's no longer a man at all, but something monstrous. The parallels are impossible to ignore. The fictional Man in the Suit has nowhere to escape, and Tommy Raccoon insists that he built the suit around himself. The Man in the Suit speaks of identity loss and descent into madness. Tommy Raccoon's videos show panic, desperation, and muffled pleas. It's like the YouTube channel is a living ARG, except no one can quite tell if it's fiction or not, and that's what makes it so disturbing. At this point, the question becomes unavoidable: is any of this real? Could someone actually build a suit around them and live in it for nearly 20 years? The short answer is no. It would be physically impossible. A costume like this would break down over time. The person inside would need food, hygiene, and medical care. There's no way a man sealed inside of a bear costume could live for 18 years. And yet that doesn't explain why Tommy Raccoon kept on posting. Look, one video might have been a joke, but 3 spread out across more than a decade, always in the exact same suit? That type of commitment is where you start to win people over into believing in you. Because even if the bear suit myth isn't real, the obsession is totally real. Whoever is behind Tommy Raccoon has dedicated nearly 20 years to this persona, and in some ways that's even weirder than the claim itself that he's actually living inside the suit. So in the end, who is Tommy Raccoon? Maybe he's just an eccentric performance artist, someone fascinated by the horrors of being trapped inside of a suit, using YouTube as his stage. Maybe he's just a fan of strange engineer oddities, curating videos of lifelike suits because they resonate with his own creation. Or maybe he's something closer to fiction, the original man in the suit, because whether he's truly stuck inside of a teddy bear costume or not, the effect is the same. We're left with the image of a man stuck inside of his own bear suit skin, pounding at seams that don't exist, breathing heavily into a camera, begging us to believe him. And even if the man in the suit never existed outside of horror stories, Tommy Raccoon made us believe, even if just for a moment, that he did. That's all I have for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed it. I certainly enjoyed it. Please leave a comment below of what you think of Tommy Raccoon or what story you want to see me tell you next. And if you haven't until now, please consider liking the video. It helps spread this across to more people. And only if you want, you can subscribe and watch another video after this. Until next time, goodbye everybody.